Hello everyone and welcome to The Gaming Club. In today's video I would like to talk about Rescue Kamute Town event. What went well, what went wrong, what I think developers could have improved, and stuff like that. If you're ready, let's start. Just to give you a little bit of the background, I would like to tell that this event have been thoroughly tested by the other players on the testing server, not for a day, not for 2 days, but for a week or even 2 weeks. And developers took it back, reworked, changed some stuff, and then we tested it again, and they took it back, and we tested, and finally, it went to the public. So I set my expectations quite high. First of all, because I was really waiting for something new in the game, for some kind of event that is not a typical, like a plague zone or infected horde or influencer trap or some fortress fight that we usually do on the regular basis. And I was quite excited because when I first heard that there is a brand new event inside of the game that we need to kill bosses and clean tiles, I was super excited. And if you've seen my video from that time, you could hear that in my voice. And the second thing why I was super excited, because we tested it very closely with other players. We wrote a lot of feedback on the testing server Discord, and we were really hoping that developers will take this feedback into account. But first things first, I'll start with something positive. Why I think this event was good. First of all, as I mentioned, I was really waiting for something new, something not usual. And the concept of one huge plague zone that all the players of the game can participate in and compete and help each other and kill the bosses and progress further on different stages. And it seemed really cool to me. I was like, wow, that's really something the States of Survival needed, because we haven't seen anything like that before. And the fact that developers implemented it, it's cool, it's good, and it's adding some variety to the game. I appreciate that. Second thing why I like this event, because of the event store. So the fact that developers started to finally listen to the players' feedback and add items that you could never get as a free-to-play. So these items were hidden behind the paywall, and the only way to obtain them were to buy items for the real money. For example, tactical gear design. These are the components that you need to upgrade your chief gear. And for me, as a free-to-play, it was extremely important to see this kind of parts come into the game, because I'm stuck with my chief gear for a long time, and the fact that I cannot upgrade it further just because on this stage you need the tactical gear designs and you can get more other than bundles was really frustrating to me. And not only me, but other players, we sent this feedback to the developers, I don't know, 1 billion times, and still nothing was there. But now they added the tactical gear designs into the store, and you could actually afford them just by playing the event and collecting the virus samples. I was kind of expecting a bigger amount to be added, because you need 225 pieces just to craft one part of the set, and you need 6 altogether. And they added 10, but okay, let's take it as a positive step. It's a tiny, small step, but it's a positive one, and hopefully they will be adding more. What I also liked in the store, that again, for me as a free-to-play, there was a possibility to buy plasma cores, which are extremely hard to find, and you need to do tons of intel missions, and you get 20 pieces per day. Here I could buy 50 or 60, I don't remember. And when I saw that, I was like, wow, that's definitely something that I'm going in all in. So the first item that I spent all my virus samples was actually buying out all the plasma cores. Unfortunately, that's all positive things that I noticed about this event, and the rest, what I'm gonna talk in this video, is my negative feelings and my disappointed about the event and the way it was implemented. The first thing that was different from the testing server, that tiles with the monsters were quite long-living, and so the monsters, both the tiles and the bosses, they had extremely huge amount of HPs, and To take one tile, you had really to cooperate and a lot of players to fight. From one player perspective, this was super boring, like really, really boring. So what I need to do, I just need to select one tile and I click march and I click march again. And then my troops are going to this tile and they're attacking it and doing some damage, and I'm getting virus samples. And while they're doing that, I'm not able to do anything else. I cannot like send another troops to another tile. I cannot leave the event. I cannot click on any other things because it's kind of locked when the troops are marching, and I really need to wait for them to get back. And to do this like multiple times per day and tapping one tile endless amount of times, I don't know. I was like, no way, I'm gonna do this all day long. It's just too much. The second thing that I didn't like about this event was the distribution of virus samples. So when you attack a normal tile, you need to spend 12 oxygen tanks to march there. And depending on your damage, you could earn starting from, what was that, 5 virus samples if you do like 1,000 damage or something like that, up to 435. And if you do more damage than that, the score won't change. You will still earn the same amount of the virus samples. And then when you attack a boss, so there are not any boss left except the main one. So when you attack the boss, the number of the oxygen tanks you used was 16, but you could earn up to 1,100 of the virus samples, which was like not proportional to the amount of the oxygen tanks. And what I noticed is that a lot of people, they were just waiting for the boss to appear, and they were not cleaning like the normal tiles. And I can understand, I mean, if you have a limited amount of oxygen tanks, and you could purchase like only 4 times additionally for biocaps. And even though this purchase offers the reset and you could buy more and more, if I didn't want to spend biocaps here and I didn't feel like investing real money because the cheapest offer was $5, of course I need to do this in the most efficient way, and the most efficient way was just attacking the bosses and not playing fairly. So I truly believe this part should be reworked. The third thing that I didn't like about the event was the coordination. There was no way for alliance leaders or deputies, so R5s or R4s, to coordinate between their alliances. For example, if my alliance said we are taking a tile with the coordinates X16 and Y16, I knew that all the people in my alliance, so hundreds of the members, would attack this tile. And once we clean it up, our alliance leader or one of the deputies will say, okay, we are progressing to the next tile. And the next tile number is X16 and Y15. I'm just taking some random numbers just to give you an idea. And it would be really great if that was possible to put some kind of flag here or some kind of coordinate share and have some kind of alliance chat on this specific event just to coordinate these activities. Because we tried really hard in the State of Survival Discord. I made a video about the plan how to tackle this event with the most efficient map. We tried to stick to the plan. We tried to involve as many people as possible, but all the people that we managed to involve was like a little fraction of the global player base. I don't know if we managed to involve 1% or 10% of the player base. Obviously, from the way we were progressing, that was not 100% of the player base that took part in our plan. And having this kind of ability to coordinate the event within your alliance or, I don't know, within your state, for example, that would give us way more better experience and definitely more chances to progress in the event in the right way. The next thing that I didn't like about this event was the store itself. I mean, as I mentioned before, it's really cool that developers put here some items that never appeared before in any kind of stores that you could just obtain by playing the game, and they were hidden behind the paywall. I am very, very surprised why they didn't allow us to buy more of these items. Why didn't the shop reset every midnight like all the other shops. And for example, if I wanted to build one piece of the chief gear, and developers, I'm pretty sure they know very well that one piece requires 225 tactical gear designs. I mean, they could increase the virus sample price, or they could just, I don't know, add some additional conditions that, I don't know, we clean up one extra boss so that more tactical gear designs can be purchased and stuff like that. And that would be really cool. I mean, the first time as a free-to-play, I would have an opportunity to buy these tactical gear designs. And the amount of the goods in the store is just, I don't know, I cannot find any word, but it's just funny, absolutely funny. Like, what exactly I'm gonna do with 3 legendary hero fragments? To build one hero, I need 1,200 fragments. How does 3 fragments help me to do that? And these 6 fragments of the, tier 3 heroes, I mean, after they released the tier 4 and then the new generation of the tier 4, so like 6 new heroes came out, they are giving you away 6 pieces of the tier 3 heroes. I mean, why? Why would you do that? It's just, I cannot explain it. The second shop, I don't even have any comments. Really, I have no idea why it exists. 3 hours speed up, 3 pieces. 2,000 virus samples each. I don't know why I would buy it. 3 pieces of the tier 3 hero, same question. So if I buy all the pieces here and on other shop, I could get 9 pieces, 9. And that's very, very far away from the 1,200 pieces that I need to build one single hero. Moving on to the next thing, the enhanced benefits. I didn't play much, so I haven't leveled them up, as I mentioned before. But the system to me looked very, very confusing. First of all, the items were split into 3 levels, which was like the hero, similar to the hero grades that we have elite heroes, epic heroes, and legendary heroes. That's a good thing because it's something that we are familiar with. Then the elite fragments or elite pieces, they added some smaller bonuses or benefits, and you could find a lot of them. So I didn't play event at all, but I managed to find 7 med packs. And they were boosting just one particular parameter, or like hunter health or hunter attack or infantry attack or health and stuff like that. Now the legendary benefits or legendary gear, they were boosting like 2 parameters at the same time, or they were boosting some parameter like significantly. Like on the first level, getting better, like the troop health was increased by 10%, which is a huge increase, and you could build like 5 or 10 levels. I don't know how many you managed to collect them. Let me know in the comments, by the way. But that was also clear, like the legendary gear is boosting one parameter, but way stronger. What happened with the epic gear? It was boosting one parameter and at the same time reducing other parameter. Why? Next thing that I didn't like was the amount of the chests on the floor and no collect all button. And I had to tap each chest on the ground manually before I collected them all. And that's again another repetitive, boring thing that I dislike about this event. The next thing that is coming from other players, but I just wanted to pass the message. Hopefully some developers will watch this video and think about a better approach next time. So it's not from my personal view, it's more like aggregated feedback from other players. The pricing of the oxygen tanks was ridiculously expensive. Like to pay for 100 tanks, I think it's $20 or $25. It's way too much, and actually the amount of money that you invest to the ratio of the rewards that you can get is too low. Like this permanent skin bundle is only available to top 20 players, and you had to invest like a crazy amount of money to get to the top leaderboard. Like these guys, they are having more than 1 million virus samples, while I got 120,000. Which is like 10% of the top leaderboards, guys. So to conclude this video, what I would really like to tell the developers that please, first of all, listen to the community and listen to those people who are sacrificing their time on the testing server and sharing the feedback. That's the first and the most important thing. And the second thing that I would like to share is that guys, you could do better, really. It's not like the first game in all the mobile games that is doing this kind of global event. And I know it's difficult to arrange. I know it's like you're doing this for the first time, but there are so many games that already did that, and you could just take the good experience from other successful implementations and implement it here. Please do this next time. I am sure this event is not going to be the last one. I'm pretty sure you will launch it again sometime in the future. When you do that, make sure that you took the previous feedback into account. And that's all that I wanted to cover in today's video. Please let me know in the comments what do you think about the event. What did you like? What you didn't like? What you think should be improved? And I will do my best to pass this feedback to the developers. And hopefully, if the event occurs again sometime in the future, they will fix and make it better. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I'll be doing more videos. I also have a lot of guides on my website. The links are in description. And if you'd like to support my content on the monthly basis, I have a Patreon page for that. You will get some benefits on the top of your monthly support. And if you'd like to do one-time support, you can do that through my website, through PayPal or Stripe. Thanks for watching, and I wish you a nice day.